Yeah,
No. It ended up back.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sarcophagus.
Aera does some finger guns at Zed then, and goes over to start wailing on the beastie that's been nomming Throkk and Zed.
To show off.
Flurry of blows. Because why not? Oops. Alright. I accidentally rolled that one with advantage, but the first roll is good anyway, so,
Hit.
Boop!
Hit.
Boop!
Miss.
Ah! There we go.
Hey.
That's better. Okay.
All right.
And... whack. Aw, come on. You can do better than that. Whack.
Nope.
As if to defy its master.
Whack. Ah, that's a little better.
The quarterstaff.
And with one of the blows, I want to try to knock it down. DC 16 reflex save or go prone.
So Dex.
Yep. Yeah, sorry. Too much Pathfinder.
So what you do is you run up with your first quarterstaff blow. You sweep its legs, right, and it kind of like gets down on one knee. You come back around and you smack its face. You swing, use the momentum to swing around, and it kind of like back at this point, right?
Yeah.
So you miss, but then you plant your foot and you just do like an arc and slam it down, and it's on the ground now, prone.
Nice.
Arranis.
So, the situation looks under control with the vampires, right?
Relatively.
Right. So I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Maria.
Okay.
So that is my concentration spell occupied. I am going to inspire Zed.
Hooray!
Yeah, so the telepathic bond drops then.
Yeah.
That's not a concentration spell. That's just that's just cast and go.
Oh!
Nice.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And I do use the telepathic bond to send the message that we need to leave once this is taken care of. We can come back.
Mistress will come.
We can come back later, but there's like my daughter's in the is going to be in the crossfire.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
If we can get out of here, maybe I can convince him to finish up my axe. It'll be of more use. Should an assault come to the city from underground?
Don't worry, Throkk, you're doing great.
Alright, Arranis, is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Okay. So the creature that was attacking Zed, looking around and seeing its accomplice.
Question: is it still in day? Is there still light from the torch being lit, or was that at one? Is your torch still lit, Arranis?
Yeah, my torch is still lit. Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to recoil the same way it did with
of course.
The Sun Scepter.
I'm just thinking Tic Tac.
Yeah.
It's gonna try to withdraw and skitter along and try to get away from you guys.
Ooh.
But Throkk,
Sentinel
being
feet.
the guardian that you are, Sentinel, you hit it, so it immediately stops in its tracks.
These are all at advantage because I've been swinging recklessly this entire time.
Yes.
No!
It's just going to
So it
try
tries
to fuck
to
up your day by biting you.
It tries to skitter away, and I say, no! The axe embeds in its back, and I hold it in place.
So it just
when I feel like
pulls
giving up and
itself
starting to turn
off,
around,
spins around and leaps on you, and you bites you in the jugular. Take 5 piercing and 9 necrotic.
So 5, that goes to 2. And 9, that goes to what?
4. And take 5 more slashing as it claws you. So 2 more slashing.
Alright, and that's another -4 to my max. Okay.
Throkk, it is your turn to retaliate.
Oh, I didn't like that. No.
How much did you not like that?
Oh, very not much.
Hack.
Slash, slash, hey!
I'm not a hack.
Chop, chop.
It's still alive.
Oh shit!
Throkk looks at his dwarven
Alright.
axe. Throkk looks at his axe and he just shouts, "Why couldn't these have been magical dwarven?"
Okay. So at this Vernon is just kind of like, well, I like blasting things, but Quincy's restless. And I walk up and I'm going to attack at it with my sword.
Quincy's restless. Quincy!
That's a hit.
There's the first one.
Does the
And there's the
Hexblader's
second.
move?
Huh?
Huh?
This
That's
is
the same hex creature.
Yeah, this is the same hex creature.
You removed the second creature from the order as opposed to the first
Right.
one. But
Yeah, the one that was killed was not the one that had the hex up on it.
Okay.
Okay. Or the curse. Both of them are on this one. Okay. Let's see it.
Aww.
That's still
Alright,
Still
so
though, 12.
what kind of is it? It's piercing, right? It's a rapier?
Yes. It's
So
a magical rapier.
as you just charge up and run this blade through the creature's heart, it grabs onto you and like looks you right in the face and says, "Long live the Red Queen." And as it's saying that, it just slowly turns to ash and dust and begins to
Jeez.
dissolve in front of you.
Ah, that's cute. And then just like rip out of the remaining part of the body.
And it just,
For the and Quincy like shimmers with shadow and like kind of an aura of shadow goes around me. It's just that was good.
Seems like you might want to get that checked out.
Oh, it's just his thing, you know. Everyone has a thing.
Yeah.
Vernon, you have a very disturbing dark side that I am very interested to never explore.
That's kind of kinky, mate.
I said never explore.
I'm also keeping concentration up on my
Oh
head
no,
in case
no, it's
another
talking.
target presents
She
itself.
was talking to Vernon.
let's see here. How far can I extend this light? 15 foot. Additional 15. Each to a max of 30. So yeah, I'm gonna start expanding the influence of the sunlight.
yeah, you just kind of like hold it above your head,
I
and
do
you
believe
find that now it's
No,
actually
now we
going
have
up
full
to
time.
45
Hang on a
feet
minute.
out.
Oh, it goes up to 45 feet now. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, Zed, Vernon, it's time to go.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Let's start
go.
hustling.
I've sustained a lot of damage.
And I pick up Maria.
I'm very close to death. Again.
As Zed walks by, I'm going to. Do I have lesser restoration? I do not have lesser restoration.
Why would I need that?
For the necrotic damage you've taken.
I'll sleep it off.
Let's leave. We'll be back.
Yeah.
I'd rather
I'll
not
just burn up my lay on hands on myself because I assume we're gonna be taking a long rest, and I'll just regain 15 hit points. Let's see. Okay.
I need to have another meeting, I think.
We need to talk to the king.
Oh yeah.
He's got vampire problem.
He has
Called-
a vampire problem.
Called the Red Queen, huh? Great.
Okay. The curse has dropped now. So
We're able to find our way out. Or
Do we make a survival check?
Make some survival checks to get out.
With
Yeah.
advantage because we're going back the way we came.
And we have 45 feet of bright light that counts as sunlight.
All right, I say after half an hour, you guys eventually do make your way out.
Hooray!
Can it be a little faster than half an hour?
Yeah, you guys make it out about
29 minutes.
So I set young Maria down. Hello.
Hi.
That's a hell of an introduction, wasn't it?
Don't swear in front of the kid.
It's my kid.
Teach him how to take
Mommy said that you're my daddy?
Yeah, that's about right. How would you like to come with me to my nice big castle where you can have really good food and a bunch of toys?
And a
And
really
how can I
nice
be a
friend
princess?
a little bit younger than you.
Not
Don't dash your hopes, you idiot.
maybe one day.
The best daddy ever.
Oh!
I didn't even hear that. What was that?
I didn't even
Says,
hear what
you're
she
the
asked.
best daddy ever. And she just throws her arms around.
What was her question that Arranis said maybe someday too? I didn't hear that.
Will I be a
Will I
princess?
be a princess?
At least a lady in training.
Make a wisdom throw not to cry. Or wisdom save. Up. A single tough, intimidating tear rolls down Aera's cheek.
Just like whips off the feathers.
Wait. So tell me, Maria, would you like to meet?
Same, but thinking of Mika, so I get a tear coming out.
Would you like to meet the king and queen?
Her eyes just get huge.
I'm gonna have to heart-to-heart
think-
paladin with this
I
king.
I can arrange that, I think. But afterwards, I have to have an important conversation with.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll spend time with Auntie Aera
Hello.
and Uncle Throkk.
Don't worry about this. This isn't normal. It's at that point that everyone, you notice that Throck's eye has remained closed this entire time because he got slashed in the face.
Oh.
It's going to take some time for it to heal up, but there will be a black star going down across that eye.
Dude.
And I'll be talking with Mike whether or not I lose the vision.
Oh.
Because it's a vampire that clawed at me.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. He's thinking.
I'm gonna stop role playing with having one eye closed though. So
Yeah.
Get an iPad.
My name's Ken Pachi.
Here's the experience points. I appreciate your commitment to sparkle motion there.
What?
Commitment to sparkle motion.
Well, if I had known that you were
experience, I appreciate your commitment to sparkle motion.
So I'm going to cast the message spell twice. The first time I'm going to contact the king and say, you have vampires nesting in your city.
You realize that you just kind of pick up your clasp, right? And you
Right.
just say, you know, King James, Your Majesty, you have vampires nesting.
Oh, there was no formality. It was you. It was pretty much you should know you have vampires in your city.
And you just hear, duly noted. We'll start cleaning up the crypts.
We need to meet about we need to meet about this moment, like conversation of that.
Fair
Like
enough.
tone to it, and then I'm gonna send a message to the headmaster. Pretty much, have I got a it's I've got a story for you. Meet me at the palace. You don't want to miss this.
Is that 2160 apiece?
Yep, that's 2160 apiece.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That was
A lot. That was 3 vampire spawn,
a
right?
deadly encounter for you guys.
Oh wow.
But I always kind of adjust it, like, because of the equipment and things like that you have. Deadly encounters aren't really that deadly.
Not when we have all of our stuff up.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have my
Especially when it's vampires and I have sunlight on demand.
So when we're out of the place, we're gonna like turn to Arranis and go, "Excuse me, Arranis. I was wondering, you are in the habit of casting lots and lots of spells, yes?
Yes, I am.
Would you be willing to store a few in this ring?
It depends. What would you like me to do? What would you like, Vernon?
Well, I usually can only cast about 2 of them a day, so whatever you think is nice and useful.
Spread around the healing magic. Give him some healing.
So, how many spell slots can I store in the?
Up to 5 levels of spells.
I will put a mass cure wound spell into it.
Mass cure wounds.
Nice.
Nice.
A 5th level.
Is that 5th level?
Yes.
Yep.
That is 5th level. Okay.
You literally have a break in case of emergency ring.
In case of emergency, break ring.
No.
Well, cast from ring. We ain't breaking shit.
It's okay. You have another 5,000 gold to go buy a new one.
So, after this, sort of like when we've made our way back, or when we've been walking for a little bit, Aera's been working on a piece of wood that she picked up along the way, and has carved it into a little sparrow. And she leans over to Maria. You know, where I'm from, when important things happen to people, we tend to give gifts. And I know this wasn't the most pleasant experience for you. It's been really scary, I suppose. But you did meet your dad today, and you're safe now. And so I want you to have this. A gift from your Auntie Aera. And she gives her the little carved sparrow.
Thank you so much, Auntie Aera. And she, like, gives you
Oh, you're so warm. Oh, thank you.
You're so
Better
soft.
not be looking to me for a I don't have
Aera makes a couple of like happy noises, you know, like when you pet like a parakeet or something and they sort of make like those little chirps.
Yeah.
Aera makes a couple little chirps.
Oh,
She giggles at this.
Just thinking like I've got Bolskapar's maul in the bag of holding. I mean, I think a child should have that.
I have these platinum bars.
Play with the platinum.
Yeah, child. Don't do it. No, I'm not doing that.
So
This is from Uncle Vernon. Can you say Uncle Vernon?
Uncle Ver, I have a light crossbow. I could.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
It's a light one.
Oh my god. Like, Arranis is now just like freaking out, like, oh my god, we can't have any sharp objects.
I grabbed the crossbow and like I kind of like I point it at his leg. It's like, you really want her playing with something like this?
That doesn't actually happen. I don't actually try to give her a light crossbow.
You've been training with bows.
That's what Zed would do.
So
I do have a short bow I don't use.
We'll worry about the things she's allowed to learn later.
He's being so inclusive.
He's being polite.
Very good, Zed. Your empathy is working out better than I ever thought it would.
I told you, it's kind of uncanny.
But the long story short of what to get done with the meeting with the king.
What the fuck?
I'm going to there are vampires. There's there's a vampire calling herself the Red Queen that we need to be worried about. And I specifically bring the headmaster in that they have a shape to the narrative.
So yes, you enter the castle, and they basically, you just kind of look at them, they look at you and go, "We've been waiting for you. Please, right this way," and they escort you to the king and queen.
No shit. Throkk says, escort.
Don't swear in front of the kid.
So stay with the two of them for now. I need to have a private meeting for a moment. Although the rest of you already obviously know what's going to happen. Just don't give her any horrible habits. She's had enough.
I could show her where the sweets are. There's sweets here.
What do you mean there's sweets here?
Go
So,
take her.
Arranis, are you going in alone, or are you going in with
I
anyone?
think
I'm going in by myself. Everyone else here knows what they're up to. Knows exactly what's about to happen.
I would come with you because I have my own gripes about this, because he's a paladin.
Aera turns to Vernon and goes, "Ington, I think that is valuable tactical information, and I will accompany you on this quest to find the sweets." we take Maria. Are you bringing Maria in with you?
Stands up. Lord Arranis.
My king.
So, you say that vampire has made her way into my city.
Yes, and there needs to be a tactical game plan.
Agreed. I will have patrols on it immediately. I have already sent out my top paladins to go search the immediate area for it.
Your Majesty, I feel that's a little too obvious.
What would you suggest?
Send them out discreetly, in disguise as common that can get the jump. That can surprise a vampire should it attack a. If you have any halfling paladins, ask them politely to swallow their pride and pretend to be small children. They have been a target on occasion.
That is an excellent point, Arranis. I knew there was a reason I made you Lord.
It was not just the good looks, my lord.
Arranis, I know you have just come into your lordship, and I'm sure you would like some time to go set things up, but how would you like a seat in the capital?
A seat at the capital.
You have proven time and time again to be not only of sound mind, but sound spirit. You have provided me with great many services. And to let you wander off again into the world, even with a direct line of contact with me, I think that would be foolish of me to let you go running off. No, I'm not saying that I'm not asking you to retire completely. I'm just... Things are strange as of late. And I could really use a person like you by my side. You do not have to answer me now. I know this is...
I think I can answer you now.
Taken.
For the time being, I think I have to decline on the beach.
Then promise me that you will come back.
I have to make sure that my own lands have been racked through the recent excursions. I needed it. I need it on my own front before I can have the capital.
Very well then. When you do find it appropriate for you to return, you will always have a seat at my council.
I appreciate the honor. Now,
I appreciate your honesty.
If you'll excuse me, I believe that Sir Zed Falstar has some much less kind words to share. But he's trying. But damned if he isn't trying.
I will make a note of biting my tongue a little bit, because he is the king, and he's supposed to be a good guy, according to all the gods that I've talked to. I'm just...
You may send him in.
And I trade places.
Alright.
Sir Zed?
King James? Quite a bit of a problem we've had here. I'm sure Arranis told you, obviously, about the vampires.
Yes, and he's already given me many tactical possibilities to take care of it. Rest assured, I have already dispatched some paladins, and I will dispatch several more. This time, though, they will be disguised. I do have a few halfling paladins. Hopefully they will understand well enough that this is a dire matter.
Can I tell you what I've just
envisioned? Willing to dress themselves up as young children.
Can I tell you what I've just envisioned? Sure. I've envisioned two middle-aged halflings in wigs.
Oh yeah.
Hiding swords on their body, going, "My, it sure is late at night. I hope nothing horrible happens to us."
Oh my! Look at us, two children out all alone. It's so dark, and we're so very lost.
And such supple necks full of blood.
Both the vampire rate and the pedophilia rate goes down over the several days.
God.
Well, in that case, I might be able to be of some service to you in that front if we're going with a disguise route.
I will always accept as much help as I can get.
Alright, if the paladins that you're sending out in disguise, bring them to me. I have, throughout my life, I've acquired talents in the matter of disguising. I can help them with that, at the very least.
Excellent.
I would like to, though, express my somewhat disappointment. The fact that a vampire has been able to encroach into this area. You being a paladin, he's of Arranis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you being a high-ranking paladin of Arranis. Shut up.
I understand your concerns, and it does trouble me as well. Which is why I'm going to make a show.
Very good.
As you can probably tell, after the fall of Tenebris, it sent a very clear message that these kinds of evil creatures will not be tolerated, especially in the land of Merrill.
Has that incited more action from them to try to defy this, do you think?
I think so.
Yes.
Which is why this Red Queen has probably reared her head. And that is why I will cleave it from her shoulders.
We're gonna need unrestricted access to all of your archives for information. I want to find out who this Red Queen is. I want to learn her habits. I want to know everything about her. If there's a record of some sort of monstrous queen of the past coming back to haunt us, I want to know about it.
Very well then.
Zed coming out.
You will have access as much as you need.
Very
you
well.
Have full assistance of my paladins.
Very well, and I will obviously help them disguise themselves.
Yes.
I sense that they will need that help. Well, that's...
I will also dispatch my covert unit.
Ooh.
The Grey Wardens.
The Grey Wardens.
The Grey Wardens.
We literally have CIA Paladin edition.
Basically, the Grey Wardens were actually it was a prestige class that Paladins could take in 3.5.
Oh!
And
this is gonna be fun.
It is more commonly known now as paladins who have taken the Oath of Vengeance.
Okay.
What?
Vengeance.
Oath
Oath of Vengeance. Okay. And
where they don't necessarily have to follow such a strict code as paladins do.
Yeah.
Huh. And
Nice.
Yes.
So basically,
and the Dragon Age D&D parallel
you say that we
strength.
have the paladin special. Yeah, this is like the Black Ops Paladin edition.
Yeah, do they just, in order to be inducted
are
into the order, you have
They
to...
have access to Pass Without Trace.
Mm-hmm.
They are...
They,
7 would have ended up being had he not changed his oath.
Yeah.
they drank Darkspawn blood and didn't die.
Kinda, yeah.
Good. Awesome. So we have unrestricted access. We have. Let's see. Is there anything else that I want out of this, or that we need? Most I want to do is retire to a holy area and meditate.
And of course, this comes with the understanding that you are being trusted by me. And that you will not betray that trust.
What reason have I to betray your trust? You've given me no reason so far.
I certainly hope not. And you have given me no reason to not trust you.
He is a very poor judge of character.
I haven't. To be fair, I can't lie to him.
So is that the next thing you say?
I'm pretty sure he can size up devotion, can't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't lie or cheat. My word be my promise. I've promised fealty to him. Therefore, I have fealty to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like, yeah, when push comes to shove, I'll show him if you need it.
Okay, so that's where we'll leave that then. Curt nod and then
So
dismiss
meanwhile-
myself.
Meanwhile, Vernon is leading a small child to the biggest pile
Aera.
of and Aera to the biggest pile of pastries that they just have laying out for people to walk by.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. A small child.
Yes.
I've stayed back to inform Arranis of their decision.
You see, there's so many people that work in the castle that they can't even be bothered to sit them all down at the same time and eat. So they put out these trays, and they have these little tarts. Would you like a tart?
Yeah, she
She
would.
just kind of picks one up and then just scarfs it down.
Oh, it's lemon flavored. I love those. They're good. Here, have another.
Yeah, you guys, by the way, she is, thin. She is,
Well, maybe pace
clearly
yourself.
malnourished.
Well, pace yourself a bit,
Has not
dear.
slept well. This poor child is just in terrible condition.
Oh, Aera
The
takes off her
hallmarks of a
cloak.
rogue.
Aera takes off her cloak and wraps it around her for warmer.
The hallmarks of a warlock.
Wait, do I have prestidigitation?
This looks like a freaking warlock scepter.
It does. It's great.
And it's just well, as looking at how she's doing, going, well, a few of the top here, have some carrots as well. It's good, good for your eyes.
Eat enough of
All right.
Oh.
She might be able to see in the dark. She's a quarter elf.
We'll test that later.
Oh, we could test it
And when
now.
you mentioned that, you can very, very faintly see little boink
Oh, little
to her
ear
ears.
Oh, like a halfling.
But she's mostly human.
Yeah.
Most unfortunate.
It's are you a half elf, dear? I'm a half elf.
I'm a half elf. My daddy was a half elf.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's wonderful to meet another half elf.
I'm
She's maybe a quarter elf.
Oh, quarter elf is still enough to be considered a half elf.
We'll round up.
Elf blood's very strong, It takes a few generations to get rid of it.
Are there any errors? Oh, I suppose this is an investigation check, not a perception check. Ignore that.
I have a sudden desire to shoot Vernon.
Era's looking for meat pies. Oh no!
No.
You can't find any. It's just tarts and tart.
No. Oh.
Throck's gonna go find a place to relax after relaying to
Like, got like all sorts of makeup on.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold on.
After relaying what's going on.
All right, so come to an important decision to be made.
Oh.
Do we want to?
What?
Do we want to stop the
kind
DM
of
lagging?
Like, just kind of assume that certain things take place, like you guys going home, getting things established at home.
Nope.
Or do you want to continue to role play this out?
I want to roleplay this out because I have something to discuss with everyone.
I'm down
Okay.
for role playing. I like role
Yeah,
playing.
we can do that.
roleplay.
We had the combat of the night, so I'm down for everything.
Yeah.
So why don't we role play it out
Sweet.
and come up ahead?
Sorry, you glitched
What?
out for me for a second. You said let's role play it out, and then what'd you say?
Like when we get to a place where we feel like time skip would be
appropriate.
then we'll end the session for that.
Right. So
Okay,
it's going.
yeah.
So it's going to be
Yeah.
for me anyway.
Can your speech wait until Throkk wants to? I want to see how this pans out for Throkk, and he needs to meditate.
Yeah, it can wait. It can wait the night, I suppose.
Okay.
Time to talk to God, everyone.
All right.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Zed,
I'm gonna make my way outside of the
holy
city,
place, right?
find a good,
Mhm.
quiet place to meditate.
All right. So Zed, you're meditating in a. Arranis, what are you doing?
I'm making sure that Maria is healthy.
She's certainly getting there.
And happy.
She's
She's
dirty
got quite
and
an
she is
appetite, you know.
malnourished, and she's definitely fatigued. But you're getting some food in her, and making sure that she's being taken care of by Uncle Vernon and Aunt Aera, and Uncle Throkk.
Uncle Throkk just stayed back. He's going to tell Arranis that they went to go
Uncle
find
Vernon.
He left to
Yeah. So like for the night, I make sure everything. I make sure she's taking.
You know, if you want a place for her to stay, there's a guest room beneath the stairs at my parents'. Usually they put some flowers in the window there, petunias, I believe. There we go.
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna make my way
Alright.
outside the city to find a quiet place within nature to try to
Okay.
The cat sleeps in there sometimes, so it's often hairy.
meditate.
Aera, what are you doing?
Aera's gonna chill out with Arranis and Maria, and try to resist the urge to start preening Maria's hair. We'll see how she does.
All right, Vernon, what are you doing?
She does just fine.
I'm babbling about all of the great features of the castle to Maria, just being like, "Oh, and here's the grand stair, and you got." It's like just going on and on and on, like not sure if anybody's actually paying attention. He just keeps rattling off.
She's definitely
Filling up the
not.
silence with words.
Yes, filling the silence with lots of words. There's words about this. Oh, some words about this tapestry over here was put up about 400 years, or something like that. Like, just keep going on and on with stuff.
Okay, all right, Zed, we'll start with you.
Spicy.
We'll just go across the thing here. Zed,
Mhm.
so you go ahead and you find basically an all faith shrine.
Yeah, that's fine.
But there's very
That's all faith, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Shh. Go, Zed, go.
Alright, so I'm rolling the wisdom thing at advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh.
Boo.
So you sit down, you get comfortable, you have your mace in your hand, and you're just... We're sorry. The number you have dialed cannot be reached at this time. Please try again later. Your prayer is very important to us. Please hold.
Wait. I have a comic for this.
It's very important that I talk to Joel Osteen. I have so much money for him right now. I have over $87,000. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's $83,897.
That took me a little bit to pick up on, but I got it.
For Joel Osteen.
This is also very relevant.
Yes.
So yeah, your connection does not, unfortunately.
At least the operator didn't speak in tongues to me.
That also is oddly relevant.
So yeah, Zed rationalizes this as I might be relying on God too much. I've been going to him too much. Need to start relying on myself again. I've been doing good. This is comic. Snow.
And welcome to Thor Prayer.
Oh, order of the stick.
You've selected colon tumor.
Rolling a 1 on your religion check.
Jesus Christ, it's fucking funny. Anyway, sorry. Arranis, you're up.
Okay, so it's the morning the next day
No, not yet.
that I'm going to.
Sorry. What do you
Yeah.
go out? You go down to the river to pray.
Yeah, I'm gonna find either
Studying
by the
about
river,
that good old way.
forest nearby, some
The
quiet
Roman
spot
crowd.
that, away from the noise.
All right.
Attempt to
so
meditate.
roll your wisdom.
Do I get anything for being in nature, or is it just
No, you just don't
normal?
get like a disadvantage
Okay.
thing.
There you go.
Nice.
So you kind of reach out.
This is first to just get into the meditative trance, into the world.
Okay. All right. You are able to enter the meditative trance. So you are able to. You feel yourself kind of falling backwards. Body is still there, and you just kind of are just floating among the spiritual world now.
As I feel myself fall, I lower myself down, feet first, and land on a flat surface. Just it spreads out, and trees sprout up. I just call for my father, and from the tree, rustling of the trees, out comes an owl bear. And then it forms into my father, and then I'm going to reach out to Tritherian.
Okay.
Is that another wisdom, or is that religion?
That's another wisdom, yes.
Okay.
So you try to extend your spiritual will beyond this realm.
Beyond my boundary.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It's out there. You can vaguely.
I can sense a direction, but I can't reach it.
Exactly.
Right. So then I proceed to just talk with my father, just tell him about everything that happened down in the catacomb. I know that he lived in his tribe, our village, was out in near the land of the Horse Lords. But asked him if he'd heard any rumors, be it from a trade or legends from passed down through the tribe, of anything about a Red Queen, vampires, anything like that.
He doesn't know anything about the Red Queen, but he has heard of the pauldrons of Tritherian. They're said to grant you great strength. as well as the freedom that comes with something that belongs to Tritherian.
The freedom of something that belongs to Tritherian?
Yeah, like, people who are beholden to Tritherian can't be held by bonds, things like that.
Ah, it can't be held by bonds. Okay.
Let's commit all the crimes. You can't be arrested.
So I can be like, Throkk, come help us. Nah, fam, I can't. No,
Not quite. Like if someone grabs up, kind of slip through their hands.
okay.
You can instantly break any shackle, sort of shite.
Chain breaker.
Hey, it's the Matic!
Hey. Alright.
Okay.
Has he heard of any legends of where they might have landed? All I know is that I need to return to our village.
He tells you that last he knew, they were gifted to the Horse Lords because they were in a time of need, and one of their warriors was to wear them into a battle. But he doesn't know what happened to them afterwards.
Thank you. My home is on the way. I'll be making a stop. And I'm not sure if you can see what I'm seeing at times, but hopefully you'll be able to see our home when I read. And I just the world, the trees flatten down, and the ground it's sucked back into my body, and I float back. My consciousness returns back to my body, and I rejoin the rest of the party at the inn, wherever we're staying.
So, as everybody's like hunkering down to get ready to go to bed, I'm gonna be up in a room. I'm staying in a room. And I was like going upstairs. Look, I'm staying in a room, everyone. I'm in an inn. I'm an adventurer. Look, and he like holds up his shield. He holds up his shield and his ring. Look, do you know what I am? Look, guess what I'm being? Guess what I'm being?
An obnoxious ass.
New money. Look, I'm new money. Ha ha! It's wonderful. He goes upstairs.
Oh boy. Are we sure it was the wise idea to allow him to join us?
God, I love this character.
I know. So he closes the door. At which point, he just kind of he draws out the sword and sort of like blade to the ground and just goes, "Well, I hope you ate well today. There'll be a lot more days like this in these people's company. I hear that they get around a lot. So we'll be a lot better off with them than, you know, in the woods and such, hunting bandits. How do you feel about that? Vibrate once for good, or you could speak. I know you don't like to talk much.
Get like a warm feeling in your hand.
Good. I'm so glad. Right. Well, good night. Good night, Quincy. I put the sword back away. It's just...
You invented an object that's basically Zed. Congratulations.
New money, jeez. I'm still not over that.
Look at what am I being? An asshole, pretentious dick. No, I'm being new money.
So yes.
New money. Good night, everyone.
Alright. So, anything else you guys want?
I just want to know what's happening with my eye. It's your choice.
You definitely do have like a deep black scar, but the eye itself does recover.
Okay.
Neat. Good.
Does my temporary hit point loss go away?
Yes. All of your hit points.
Awesome.
Sleep. the morning, and then the morning comes. Sorry. Take your knocks, shake them off. Anyway, so you arise in the morning. Birds are singing. The sun is shining. Beautiful day to go on the internet. So anyway, you guys come downstairs.
What is this beautiful day you're talking about? We don't have those up here.
What is this giant orb in the sky?
Reminds me of my scepter.
Oh, it's like an enormous scepter.
So while we're eating a big breakfast,
Oh shit! There's more kids missing.
Right.
So I have a complicated thing to tell you.
Oh?
I don't think I can stay around anymore.
You know,
Are you talking to us or your kid?
Yes.
honestly, that's not that surprising. You have a kid to take care of now, and it's pretty clear the king likes you a lot.
The king likes me a lot, but I need to go and I actually need to be present in my own lands.
I get that.
And I've got a kid.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Heading home, introduce her to Mika.
But you're a parent. That's so.
Not quite as far as where you're going, but
that's. Well, I would assume that such things can be arranged. But I need to. There's a lot of rebuilding to be done, and who better to handle all the boring technical things while telling cool stories to make it sound interesting? And I pull out a map. If you visit any of these locations, there's something that there's one of the instruments of the bards, as far as I know. If you find one and bring it back, hopefully I can arrange a finder's fee.
Oh, so you're like properly leaving then?
Oh shit, dude. I thought you meant like just go back to River's Keep for like a week and a half. Oh,
you can't raise a kid in a week and a half.
No, I get that. I suppose you don't even have like a Mika sort of situation. Like, obviously, Mum's dead.
And she needs to grow up normally for at least a while.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
You're going to be stopping by several times, I'm quite sure.
I mean, yeah.
Where else? There's very few other places where you're going to get free rent.
Yeah.
We'll
introduce you to our new friends. I'm sure we'll come across somebody. They'll not be able to replace you, of course, but
I'm sure they may sound rather uncannily similar to you, though.
Oh, I highly doubt that. No one is quite as charming as.
Oh no, that's a great point.
I don't know about that.
I honestly think I can't roll lower than a 13.
You can't roll lower than a
In my defense, though, you rolled a 7.
You can't roll lower than an 18. A 1 is an 18.
If it was a
you have a
persuasion check. If it was a persuasion check, my lowest possible roll is a 14.
Oh, jeez.
But so I don't know how I managed to do it. I was expecting that I was going to have to manage my lands in shame, being this disgraced academic. and yet somehow I managed to pull it all together in a single night.
Huh.
You're welcome.
I totally did that math wrong. The +5 modifier. I'm an idiot.
I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed to not have any extreme traumas in my life.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can soften what's happened to Maria.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll definitely be around to check in on all of you and give you
I don't think
relevant spoils from our adventures and. But
I don't think my adventuring days are done. I still have 2 years of a promise to Lord Hadar, but he's going to have to wait on those slightly, sadly.
yeah, I mean, tell him to wait 10.
When she's a teenager, I'm sure she's going to want to do with me.
Then you can go adventuring and she'll hate you.
Give him 5.
She's 10, so it's only 3 years away.
Well, I'm sure she'll... Even if she says she hates it, she'll actually appreciate it, I'm sure.
That's for time to tell.
Well,
I have faith.
Actually, Mika's probably 9 by this point.
So I take Maria by the hands. I summon a invisible steed, and we hop on the invisible horse and literally float off into the distance.
And let's see, I just want to make a check here before you leave.
Into the sunrise. Are you gonna fucking pickpocket me?
We'll see. Okay.
Make sure to get to
So
I can't beat that.
when you check your coin purse, you notice that you have an additional 32 platinum in there, and you have no idea how it got there.
Oh,
Oh.
it's a soul.
The reverse pickpocket, they never saw it coming.
Literally.
If I may interject real quick, winter is coming, and adventuring during winter is going to be a pain in the ass. So if you guys want, you can just kind of skip past winter.
We take how long's winter? How many months we got?
Well,
it's going to be about 3 months.
We take 3 months of downtime.
We have to stay. Well, the rest of you have to stay here and take care of. We.
Yeah, I think we need to take care of the vampires first,
problem.
and then we can time skip. Unless that was something that was going to take like months and months.
Yeah, that was going to be something that you guys would stay here and do.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we let the king take care of it, and I
works for me, works for Vernon.
Yeah, I mean,
during the winter.
So like because we're probably not going to be like venturing out during that. We can do that and then do the time skip.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that. Well, I at least had to say because I was helping his guards disguise or his paladins be disguised.
Yeah. I wasn't. What I meant was I wasn't sure if it was like, this is the thing. Like they're gonna investigate like undercover for a few months and then they'll come to you with a lead like after the time skip. But if that's something that they're gonna come to us with a lead like a couple days from now, and then we can go ahead and do that. Like
at the end of the time skip, they do come to you with a lead as well. Some willing adventurers to help.
Okay.
Cool. And don't forget, we have unrestricted access to all of his archives, meaning we can find out who this fucking bitch is.
I want to know her name.
Yeah.
I want to know where she lives. I want her fucking social security number.
Get whoever did that Equifax hack. I want to know.
I want her dead. I want her family dead. I want her house burned to the ground. I want to take a piss in the ashes.
I want to search every hen house, farmhouse, whorehouse. So yes.
So are we gonna introduce?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should.
Who and what is it?
So we have a bit of a time skip.
Aera, yeah.
Yes.
Aera
so,
has worn
Ooh, that means we have our
track of her
weapons,
own.
Throkk.
3.5 months later, it is
Yeah, Aera
now
has-
9/2.
Yeah. Hey, Throkk, we have
I've
our weapons.
updated Rock's picture. If anybody really wants to see the...
Have I been able to find any nice
Heavy,
things
heavy
to spend
start.
my money on in this time?
Yeah, you've been able to find a ideas and talk price and what.
Cool.
Oh, what do my dragon horns do?
Ah, yes, your dragon horn. You find that when you start blowing them, they make a very kind of sound, and all
Like
of
a
a sudden
Mac
here,
starting up. Okay, so like the Inception. They make the Inception bomb. That's great.
Yeah, that you make the one of them makes the Inception,
Wow.
Nice.
and then the other. Let's say the other draws nearby animals to you.
Nice.
Oh.
So, how did my whip turn out? Because that's during this time frame too.
Yes, the whip turns out pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
What does the black dragon bones give it?
It gives it a D6 of corrosive.
So let's see here. Does that regular damage? It does that damage. So I have to also add on another D6 of corrosive damage somehow. Okay.
Oh shoot! I totally forgot. I had given the guy my quarterstaff to put teeth on. I shouldn't have been using it during the battle. I apologize.
That's okay.
You still struck curves up by X-Scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just took a little bit longer.
Yeah, just a little longer. Like my strikes count as my unarmed strikes count as magical. I would have just done unarmed strikes.
So
It
let's see if
does
I
like
can
a
slip
little
this
less
in
damage.
here. Let's see if I can do this in here. Plus 1d6 of corrosive damage, so it's acid.
Yep.
Lightning, comma, acid. Let's see what this does. If this does it correctly, hopefully. It does. Awesome. Cool.
Neat.
I have learned something.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Ignore that.
So it's literally just one of them does the Inception dubstep drop, and the other one is a, you said dragon, like animal summoning?
Yeah, they're like drawn towards you essentially.
They're animal, what would we call that? Not summoning, but
Animal luring,
Something like that, yeah.
animal attraction,
animal attraction.
animal magnetism.
Animal magnetism.
Oh, I'm liking it.
And then some random
The
dude goes up,
catacombs
we have to
shake.
go deeper.
The catacombs shake.
Let's see. During this, how many months did you say it took them to get to Sleet?
3.
So it's about 2.5 months now. It was 5/11. It's now 9/3.
Alright, during this
Okay.
time, have I had any more luck with the mace?
To some degree or another.
Some very awkward degree or another.
Really, you haven't been spending as much time focusing on the mace as you have been, like, trying to find leads, trying to hunt
Yeah.
down vampires,
Oh yeah.
etc., etc.
What kind of
Like,
role would we
saving
make
people.
to like
Save-
gather this knowledge from the archives about this potential vampire?
It would be several, like,
Investigations.
yeah, it'd be investigation checks and
Invest-
history checks as well.
I swore I was proficient in investigation. I guess I'm not though.
How about history?
No.
We've been saving people, hunting things, the family business.
Okay. So if someone wants to do that,
Yeah, I'm not good at it either. I do have a question. What the toothy quarterstaff turn out?
It turns out very well. It's very nice and toothy.
Does it have extra damage?
It now deals piercing damage as well as bludgeoning.
Okay. Neat.
Ooh, mixed damage.
Bludgeoning.
And my great axe is just standard +2.
Sweet.
Yep.
No extra. Nice.
Let's see, how much was my crossbow? That was just the +1, right? The heavy crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's magical. Hooray! There you go.
Neat.
So, you...
That's not a
You
one.
are in the archives one day when a person approaches.
Okay. Who are they?
I will let Jim explain.
Oh.
My Lord Falstar,
Yes.
I am Priest Brightbeard. I've come to serve.
Pleasure. Are you... Okay, so I'm going to assume you're a paladin and a dwarf, based on the way you're talking.
I.
Okay.
I'm from the cold north. My accent is not quite what you might imagine.
Very well. What god do you serve?
Pelor.
Do you serve Pelor as well?
I've come to serve the wielder of the Sun Mace.
Huh. Well, pleasure to meet your acquaintance then. I'm doing some research right now. We've uncovered vampires quite recently. Well, it's been a couple months, but we've uncovered vampires here, and we're gonna rout them out.
A worthy task of such a important person as yourself. I'm also buzzed right now. That's not helping anything.
Yeah, I'm taking that into account. That's why I'm not rolling in. That's why I'm not rolling insight
Jim,
on
do you
you.
explain what your character is?
Yeah.
He is a dwarf, absolutely positively gleaming in chainmail and a shield on his back, obviously, because he's not going to kill anybody.
Mm-hmm.
His mace is shaped in what would be the Sun Mace if you did not have the Sun Mace.
Okay.
With the holy symbol of Pelor around his neck and the emblem on his shield. He has a big, bright blonde beard.
Okay. I imagine that.
And hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's not quite as stout as most dwarves.
Okay.
And he is on his knees, ready for anything.
Awesome. Well, I'll clap him on his shoulders and say, "Arise, my brother. We have much to do."
Of course, my mace is yours. My accent might shift several times because I am in fact but.
Aera shouts from the other end of the library. Hey, Zed, I think... Oh, shit. Hey, she comes closer. Hey, Zed, I think I found something. Oh, hello, short blonde man.
Yeah, we have a new compatriot.
Hi.
He serves the light, as I do.
Oh, another
You should be addressing him as my lord.
It's okay, Brightbeard. She's a friend.
What? Hold on. While I was at the other end of the library, did you get a lordship? I mean, they've just sort of been dropping them right and left around this kingdom, so...
He's... It's because I'm the wielder of the Sun Scepter. The direct line... He serves the same god as I do, so...
Oh, so you're like... a big man on campus.
Yes.
Alright.
Aera having recently learned this term.
Yes. Yes. I said it awkwardly on purpose. Yeah. Okay. Hello. I'm not gonna call Zed Lord because that's ridiculous. No offense, Zed, but you're not really Lord Dariel. Anyway, what's your name? I'm Aera.
Well met, Aera.
Your name's well met? I mean, that's not the weirdest name I've ever heard.
My lord, you spend time with people below your intelligence.
Okay,
I'm aware of this.
That's not true, and also, I'm not from around here, and neither are you, so I thought that I would give you the benefit of the doubt.
My name is Veit Brightbeard.
Veit Brightbeard.
It would do you well to remember it.
I won't forget it, Veit Brightbeard. Well met. I think.
God.
And at the well met, he instinctively does the clasp and up and down and then immediately it's done.
Well, best introduce him to the rest.
Oh, do we really have to?
Yes. The man comes on bended knee to me.
Why?
Must I?
I live to serve the Sun Scepter.
Oh my God!
Yes, this thing right here that I've been playing with. I have greater control over it.
Your large shiny phallus, yes. Okay.
It hurt the vampires. It helped.
Your large shiny vampire hurting phallus. Let's go introduce him to everyone else.
Yes. I'll bring him up to speed on the vampires.
Is everyone so disrespectful to the High Priest of Pelor?
He just called you the High Priest of Pelor.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what's gotten into me.
I see you laughing, and I pull out my fucking mace.
Excuse me. I think you would do well to watch your temper in the library.
Yes, come now. This is hardly the place to act so rashly. What would our god say?
But, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Yes, my son?
But.
I'm sorry, I gotta leave.
No, but Your Honor, don't you have to defend it against?
They mean nothing by it, I assure you. They're just the way they are.
Just like he's probably older than you, and you just called him my son. I don't know if I can handle this development.
We must develop tolerance for the unguided and seek to guide them whenever and wherever.
I see.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I go up to Aera and this was a gift to me early on during my service. I'd like you to have it, and it's a holy symbol of Pelor and a book.
Aera takes the holy symbol and then goes, oh, it burns! Oh, it burns!
I take out the mace again, and I'm ready to beat them out of her.
And then Aera picks it up and she just starts laughing.
I heard a commotion. What's going on here?
Oh, I'm hazing our newbie over here.
Yes.
Oh, there's a newbie.
Don't worry, Brightbeard. She likes to think of herself as the jokester of our group.
Well,
I am a completely effective jokester. Thank you very much.
Yes, I laugh at you all the time.
Does this mean I'm not new anymore?
You're the oldest of the new people that we have acquired.
I have a wonderful sense of humor.
Yes.
Oh, I can tell. Yes.
This is another one of ours. This is Vernon.
What do you call three priests that don't worship Pelor?
Heathens?
Heathens!
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
See, I mean, he's really funny.
Yes, that's very good. That's very good.
I don't know if you two are faking, but Zed genuinely chuckles at this.
We're laughing for a completely different reason.
We're gonna get along swimmingly, Brightbeard.
Yep, like swimming through ice swamp. Yep.
Just for my own knowledge, how old is Brightbeard?
Oh shit! I actually haven't rolled dice for that. He is probably at the turn of the century.
Yeah, and I'm 20. Yep, my son.
My son.
We're doing this. This is where we live now.
This is a thing.
Yep. This is a thing that's happening. Well, we have to introduce you to Throkk. Let's go find him. Is he still out in the gardens? Do either of you know?
12. Not successfully meditating, but still giving his hardest.
There we go.
Yeah, let's go interrupt Throkk during one of his meditations. This will go well. Hey, Throkk.
Throkk, hello.
He opens an eye, looks around, doesn't see anybody in front of him.
I walk in front of him. Throkk. We have a new one.
Oh.
He's kind of stupid.
I whisper in Throkk's ear, it's even worse. He's calling me Lord.
Wait, I didn't hear that.
I whisper to Throkk, it's even worse. He's calling me Lord. It's worse than Vernon, but it'll be good.
Oh, beg your pardon.
You guys didn't hear any of this.
So
Aera totally heard it.
Throkk just goes, for the love of Tritharian, can I retire?
Aera, what did he say?
I heard it. I have a really high passive perception.
I have a passive perception of 23. Well, what's your passive?
Well, here's the thing. Zed didn't say what race the new person is.
Hmm?
Only that he calls him Lord. So Throkk just mutters it in Dwarven.
What is what in Dwarven?
What I just said, for the love of Tritharian. Can I leave now?
Sitting on that passive perception of 14.
Passive
I
perception
didn't I didn't like whisper. I said it that like.
Sorry, 15.
If you're behind me, you were gonna hear it.
Yeah, Brightbeard probably hears that.
Here's a Tritharian one. I'll give him that.
So I look at So do I see Throck's Grumsh tattoo on his back?
Not a tattoo.
It is burned.
Scar.
It's a scar.
Yeah, or
It's
something.
the only scar that's on my back. I never run from battle. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, you definitely see it. He's bare-chested.
Yeah.
You bear the mark of a heathen.
Throkk, explain your story to
I
him.
stand up and turn around. How tall is he?
Oh, I am probably staring at.
I know you're a dwarf, but how tall is he?
I think 4'5".
What?
4'5".
So Throkk is finally able to tower over somebody new, besides Tic Tac.
Mm-hmm.
And you think I want this? This was not something that was done willingly.
I told you he's stupid.
As my Tritharian holy symbol dangles in front of my chest.
I see you have two. Given time, I might be able to help you get rid of one.
I only plan on getting rid of one.
And I kind of grin, like I'm genuinely offering, like I'm trying to be. It's obviously I'm not, but but my expression is I'm trying to be. It's very obvious on my face that I'm trying to be gracious.
Does he mean that he's going to heal the scar, or that he's going to convert Throkk?
It's one or the other. He's.
I'm going for. I'm trying. That I would try and heal it.
Ah.
He's gonna heal your scar.
I don't. Pelor has not granted me the blessing yet. One day, hopefully.
I plan to keep both. One as a memory and as a goal, and the other for what I stand for.
Have you considered a third?
No. At that, he grabs his cloak off the nearest shrub.
Have you heard about
And
the Veit
grudgingly makes his way into town.
Yeah, he's very set in his ways about what he believes. Meet all sorts in life.
Oh, just you wait until we try to do another group meditation session.
God. Oh, anything else to do before we end tonight?
Oh gosh.
Huh.
So
what is the actual relationship between Brightbeard and Zed?
servant and master.
Okay. So I say jump, you say how high, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no how high. Just
Where?
Okay.
so Vernon,
Yes.
welcome to being the face.
Oh, goody!
Because I have a charisma score in the toilet.
What are you?
Let's see here. I wouldn't treat you as subservient to me, but you would definitely be almost an equal.
Oh,
Like in my treatment.
Really?
Like
There needs to
I
be
wouldn't
a
treat you like shit. Like I'm not gonna have you out like I won't have you out like shining my shoes or anything like that. If you do that, that's your own volition. I wouldn't encourage or discourage it, but I would definitely like treat you.
Oh,
as
I am probably shining the shoes. You have
Okay.
So,
I will
quick
roll
though.
with the punches
like
because this is new to me.
you are the single most important person in the Paylor Church at the moment.
Oh shit, I am.
Yeah, you're basically on par with the High Holy One of Paylor.
Oh my
Ooh!
gosh.
I can tell you stories about our escapades. I'm sure you've heard of them when we saved the holy cities.
Oh yeah, I had
Yes.
Yeah, like that. Basically, here's you.
Mhm.
Here's the High Holy One.
Uh-huh. And then he's like the rank and file, this Veit.
Yeah.
I'm halfway up the chain, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
I was gonna say you're more like a bishop, maybe.
I'm up the chain, but I'm not like I'm not in the upper hierarchy.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, Zed, like the only reason that you're
What's that?
Use your words,
the only
Mike.
reason you're as high up as you are is because you have the mace.
I know.
If you didn't have the mace, you would probably be underneath Brightbeard.
Oh, I know that.
Several times over.
Oh yeah, no, I'm only like a level 3 paladin. I'm a level 6
Exactly.
rogue.
And I'm a level 9 cleric.
Yeah.
So,
you guys,
Great,
next
oh my
I need
fucking
to
god,
have
I'm turned into
have
her.
a proper introduction with Brightbeard because he knows Throck's name, but Throkk never got Brightbeard's name before he stormed off because he felt insulted.
You can call him like little man, short guy, blondie.
Don't worry, Throkk will come up with his own name for him. Tic Tac. Tic Tac, Vern,
Yeah,
Zed. There's no nickname for Zed. other than
Ington.
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 Yeah, at first I thought it was a bit insufferable, but it's kind of grown on me. It's cute.
Good. I am cute.
so I,
So Brightbeard, how good are you at searching archives? Because we need to find out as much as we can about this woman who's calling herself the Red Queen, or whatever the hell
I got
she's called.
I got a 17 on the investigation for that.
Let's see what Brightbeard-
It was a long time ago. What did I find?
Next time we meet, we're going to go into what you uncover in your research in
Excellent.
the archives.
Excellent.
unrestricted access.
Good session.
My Lord Falstar, why do we need to look up what she's like? Just find her and kill her.
I'll explain to you the intricacies of knowing someone's past. You can then predict what they're going to do. Because people repeat themselves.
He's explaining criminal profiling to us.
Yeah, I am!
My Lord Falstaff!
People have certain patterns, and if we can determine what her patterns were in her previous life before her undeath, we can figure out what she's going to do, and how she's going to move herself, and where she's going to be located.
I'll study night and day until I know what every single person in this town has ever done.
That could be helpful. Very, very helpful, yes.
But you will actually have to study the people instead of the night and the day.
I will make it a point, you should definitely get sleep. Don't stay up all night doing it. Get a healthy amount of sleep so you can retain
and remember to eat vegetables.
Yes.
So I look at...
Always clean behind your ears.
So I look at Vernon. Do I recognize what he has on his belt?
What, his hexblade?
Yeah.
You recognize
you? Make a knowledge religion check.
I can make those because I have those stats done.
Yeah.
Wait, how? It's intelligence.
Shit.
Not very well, that's how.
Only a +4. That means you're only proficient in it.
Familiar, but you're not sure.
Do I recognize it as something malicious? Or not
malicious.
Not necessarily malicious, but not Paylor.
Yeah, it's definitely not Paylor.
You get Paylor and not Paylor.
So I take out another book and another holy symbol. I have multiple.
Good.
I go over to Vernon.
Hello.
You have a darkness about you. Might you find the light? And I hand him the book and the holy symbol.
Thank you. Who's carrying the bag of holding right now?
Throkk.
Huh?
It's Throkk.
Throkk, could you just put this in there? Yes. I'll read it later. How about that?
But you're not wearing the holy symbol.
Oh, right. I just tuck it in a pocket. I'm like, I'll put that on later too.
Oh, God. I greatly enjoy these games because half the time when you guys are rolling, I can just sit here and listen to you guys. I don't really have to interject. I can just sit here like, oh my God, it's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, I was definitely not expecting to have a dwarf servant.
And
so I have a holy symbol now.
Very, very small victory.
Not equipped.
Small victory for Throkk is that with Arranis retiring, I could finally roll dice that are actually the color of my skin.